Nice to see you again. It's dinner time. Well, I'm gonna make dinner anyway. What I'm gonna do tonight is I'm gonna make a pasta. This is a dark pasta. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw all this stuff together. I'm gonna fill all these up. So what we're gonna do is most of the stuff that I'm gonna be taking out is gonna be from the garden, except for the pasta, and I'm gonna throw in some chicken breast in there. This is probably gonna make about 4 meals, probably. So I'll be looking at about that much for 4 meals. So I store all my stuff in my freezer, these kinds of things. And so when I get all this stuff all wrapped up here, right now it's boiling. So what I do is I take the noodles. Got some boiling water going on down here. So I'll take all of them. The whole shebang. What I like to do is quarter them. I like that. I don't prefer that stringy going around and around and around on your fork. So I prefer to quarter all my pasta. This is 100% whole wheat pasta. That's my personal preference. Now, gluten, if you got a gluten problem, the gluten's in everything. It's in broccoli, gluten's everywhere. Some foods have a higher concentration of gluten. Gluten is a natural thing. So right now I got the pasta starting to boil. I'm going to get out all my other ingredients. What I do here is I add a little bit of salt. Sea salt's fine. Add a little sea salt to this one. That stuff sticks together. It just helps keep the pasta from sticking as bad. So we'll turn that down now. Now we got it boiling. Got that boiling nice like. And then I'm going to get all my ingredients all laid out here. Show you what I use. And I'll be back in a snap. Okay, snap, I'm back. I'm going to show you my ingredients here. So this is kale. I just now chopped that up. I like to chop mine up really fine. I just picked that. I just picked some radish leaf. It kind of has a flavor of radish. And so I got radish leaf, kale. I like to throw in natural. I grow grapes, so I use those as a natural sweetener. These are the tomatoes I got towards the end of the season, so I'll just throw those in. Some bell peppers that I grew. I'll throw those in, and I take a bunch of tomatoes and I pick them from the backyard back there. And then I'll cook them down into a paste, almost like a sauce. And I throw peaches in there. So I got peaches. And then some chicken and some onions. Had to buy the onions. I didn't have any more to pick. And that is going to be my ingredients, along with some chia seeds. And I picked some chives last night. So I'll be throwing some chives in there. And so this is kind of all my ingredients. And the pasta I'm using is the dark, whole wheat pasta. All right, so I'm going to throw all this together and give it a taste. See what we got. And I got a whole bunch of spices. So at the end of the video, if you stay towards the end of the video, I'll tell you all the spices. There's over a dozen. And it just fills this house. Oh my gosh, if you smelled it, you'd go, it's too bad they don't have smell phones. If you smelled it, you're like, I need to make that. Okay, so I'll be back like that. Okay, you can see I just kind of added all the ingredients. Now I put the chicken in there. Just let it all kind of cook together. See there? Just let it all cook. I just put everything in there. It was all frozen. The chicken was frozen. Everything was frozen. And I just let it all cook for about 30 minutes or so. And then once I get done, oh yeah, right now I'll be throwing my spices in there. I'm gonna fill this house. Oh yeah, baby. I'll be filling this house with smell you ain't never smelled. Well, I can't wait till they come out with smell phones. Come here, phone to me. Oh, it's coming, I guarantee you. There's things coming. If you knew, you'd go like, say, what? Now I really do feel like a backward hillbilly. I can't believe that stuff's coming this way. So I'm just going to throw all those spices in there, kind of like that. I got a lot of spices at the end of the video here. I'll tell you all the spices I got that fill my house. Oh my. Oh, here it comes. There it comes. Whoa, baby. Yep. It's enough to give you an organism. We have a lot of organisms in us. Organs, pianos. So I'm just gonna boil that down. Boil it on down. That big old fat tomato. Yeah, I got that one. It was still a little green, but I could just tell it was gonna freeze. So I picked all my tomatoes. Just like I think it was a day before or the day after we got a freeze, and everything got frozen and died. I timed that just right last year too. The next day everything froze and I picked everything. Now this looks pretty run. Oh snap! I'm back. This looks pretty runny. But I'm going to show you a little trick. To all of those who don't know this little trick, I got a little trick. It's a little bit tricky now, baby. So what I do in here is I will grab out the chicken, because the chicken is done and it's really liquidy. But that was frozen chicken to start with. I just put it all together like birds of a feather. Let it do its thing. That way the chicken gets marinated in all my spices, and it just turns out all the aroma in this house is going through the roof and through the chimney. It is amazing. Amazing aroma. Okay, that's cooked down about as good as I'm going to do it. Get all my chicken out of there. Now, I'm going to show you something. You can see that that's not a good pasta sauce yet. It's still pretty runny. Pretty runny. Here's a little trick that I came up with. I'm sure there's many people who have these little tricks that they do when something's a little too runny. What I'll do is get my little handheld blender out, and here comes the noise. And this hand blender, oh, this is when I put earplugs in. I got tinnitus, so yeah, I'm gonna, well, doggone it. Oh, shit, maybe I don't have any earplugs in. I used to have some earplugs in. Oh, here's some right here. Okay, so this is when I put my earplugs in. This has all those vegetables that you saw in there. Lots of vegetables. They're about to become part of the pasta sauce. Now that is starting to look like a pasta sauce. Then I take my my chicken, freshly cooked chicken, my freshly cooked chicken. And I am going to chop that up like a hamburger. So I chop it up in little pieces and throw that right into that sauce. Just like magic. And so just get little pieces of meat with every bite. And that way it's pretty even throughout the dinner. So I'm probably going to get about 4 meals out of this or so. Probably. I haven't had any calories since yesterday dinner. I think it's, what is it? It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, I got a late start. I had a lot of things going on today. A lot of organizing, cleaning, getting stuff prepped. It's been a real busy day today. It's going to be very busy every day for a while. So just quickly chop all this stuff up without chopping up the fingers. No fingers in dinner, please. No finger food. Literally. No finger food. These knives are so doggone sharp. It almost cuts my oxygen off. Like, damn. Really sharp knives. And so I'll just stir that in there so that it gets all those spices that I have in there. It gets in there. So you can see my pasta sauce now. It looks a little bit different. Looks a little bit different. Pasta sauce. That was like almost water a little while ago. So I will take that pasta sauce and I will pour that, all of it, right into my noodles. No noodling around. Get my spatula. I always use spatula. I mean, before I started using spatulas, I always thought, man, I sure waste a lot of food by not cleaning off that pan very well, getting all that stuff out of there. Now I pretty much get it all, right? Because there's times I knew I'd throw stuff away, the pan was all, couldn't get it all. Probably enough for a whole meal. Probably a whole meal. I'll stir my pasta up like this. Oh yeah, the aroma is amazing. Just stunning. And then I will get myself a plate. And I will serve myself up. That's more like 2 meals. That's okay. I am so hungry. So now what I'll do, freshly picked kale. I like to have some fresh produce from my garden, sprinkle on everything. Just a little bit there. And then I'll take some radish leaf, also from the garden. And then I'll take some chives, also from the garden. I picked this last night. So I'll pick some chives on there. Sprinkle that around. And then I'll grab some strawberries. I'll throw on some strawberries tonight. Frozen strawberries. Ooh. Frozen strawberries. Say what? Who eats frozen strawberries? I don't know. Maybe I do. By the time I get these strawberries, by the the time these strawberries, I start to eat them, because this is going to start thawing out pretty quick. The strawberries. And even so, I like biting into a nice, sweet, frozen strawberry. Kind of sweet, you know? A little bit sweet. And this is my dinner for tonight. It's a big plate, but I'm really hungry. Busy day today. I eat one meal a day, so I ain't worried. I'll probably weigh the same in the morning. Probably. And so I grabbed my fork. I think I'll use a pasta fork. That's the long one. And give it a little taste. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. Now, for those of you who stayed through the whole podcast, here's the spices I put in here. It's a lot. So I got, thyme, mint. I grow my own mint. Savory, table salt, oregano, pepper, coriander, ginger, lavender, rosemary, oregano, fennel, garlic, parsley, lemon balm, I grow that, and coriander. And that's what I threw in this particular batch. You can just go with, whatever suits you personally. Whatever combinations of spices that fit your agenda. You go with that. But this is what's fitting my agenda for tonight. Oh my gosh, I'm going to eat now. Oh, you know what? I forgot about my chia seeds. Yeah, I like to sprinkle a little chia seeds. Almost forgot about these chia seeds. They're good for you, man. Sprinkle a little chia seeds on those. It's like that. And voila. I didn't cheat. And chia seeds are really good for you. And that's my dinner. And I don't mean maybe. Yes, sir. That's my dinner now. All right. Bon appetit. You have a good night. Please subscribe. Thumbs up. Keep this party going. I got so many other topics coming out that's getting ready to rock and roll on it. And amazing stuff, man. Everything I do, I just do off the top of my head. Just comes out of nowhere. Bye now.